BalconyTV.
You are watching Balcony TV Sydney. We are here at the lovely sunny Bondi. A bit squinty, but it's okay.
Squinty.
I'm joined here by Laura Zarb.
Hello.
Where are you even from, Laura?
Oh, I was originally born west of Sydney in Penrith, but when I was 15, moved to America, lived there on and off until I was 22.
And now you're back here living somewhere.
I'm currently, for the last few months, I've been in the back of my van, a beautiful Toyota Hiace, and not so beautiful, and I've been travelling up and down the coast, playing music and just having a look at a bit of Australia.
So you're an Australian. Can we say that your address is the Hume Highway, maybe?
Yes, that would be good. Yeah.
And what song are you going to hear of you today?
I'm going to play you a song I wrote called No BRAKIN BLUES, which is a true story I wrote for my car the day my brakes broke.
Oh, bless. Let's hear it.
All right. No brakes. Oh, we'll travel. Oh, I said no. No brakes, we'll travel. Well, I was driving on down to Byron Bay when my brakes, they decided to give way. Well, what was I to do? I was on a roll, screaming down that hill, boy, out of control. I said no, no brakes will travel. So I pulled on into the NRMA. He said, girl, that van's done, you got to give it away. I said, oh no, 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 I've got to get to my show. What if I just drive real slow? I said no, no brakes will travel. Well, it's feeling pretty fast, 60 k's an hour, when all you got for stopping all your gears and willpower. Determination's dumb, the need is greater. I hope I'm not lying when I say see you later. I said no, no brakes will travel. I said no brakes will travel. I said no brakes will travel. Ooh, I said no, no brakes will travel. Oh, I said no. Oh, I said no brakes will travel. I said no brakes will travel. Ooh, I said no, no brakes will travel. Oh, I said no, no brakes will travel. I checked the brake fluid, I flushed the lines, I even got those damn things realigned. But at the end of the day, them brakes were broke. There's no stopping me, and that's all she wrote. I said no, no, no. Ooh, I said no. I said no, no, no. No brakes will travel, yeah. There you go.
What a story. And I'm sure that your card's very happy that it got a song dedicated to it after so many years together.
It did, a song and a new master cylinder, so it now stops.
So that's a true story.
True story, yep. I was driving to Byron, my brakes stopped working, I almost wet my pants, but got to the end of the hill without dying, so...
And we didn't get wet your pants in the song. Nothing really
No,
rhymes with
I
it.
thought I'd know. It was a bit awkward to place it in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we could hear the full story, and I'm glad that you made it here safely as well.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Yeah, good work. Now, that song is off your album, Pink Plastic Spoon, which is also the first track on the album. Where does Pink Plastic Spoon come from?
So it's a bit of a cheeky story. I was living in Austin, Texas, and I was going through a bit of a dry spell in the love department, as you do. And my friend Jesse said to me, Laura, you need a pink plastic spoon. And I looked at him and I said, what? He's like, you know, you go to an ice cream shop, you've got all these flavours laid out in front of you, you don't know which flavour you want, so they give you a little pink plastic spoon to taste test it. And when you're done, you throw that sucker out. And that is the metaphor. So it's a cheeky song all about sex and ice cream and spoons and things like that.
And there is an empty ice cream cup on the back.
There is.
It seems things have changed to you.
Things have changed. It was mint chocolate chip. I felt very sick after eating all of it.
It is a great record. It is jam-packed, filled with tracks, so many that someone even titled on the back.
Yeah,
We don't want to talk about that.
That's right.
No. Now, I do want to hear about your America days, because obviously being in Austin, Texas, living there with so much creativity around it and so much influence, how much did you grow as a songwriter from being based there?
You know, it's funny. I think half of the time I lived in Austin, I was going to university and I was like, I'm not going to be a musician. I told myself I wasn't going to play music. Well, whoopsie. But so the second half of my time in Austin, I did get really involved into the scene there. I had played in a 3-piece, and we'd play the bars and clubs to make a bit of extra money so I could, you know, pay my rent and things. And but the music there's amazing. The live scene's incredible. Just the number of talented artists that go through that town is mind-blowing. So many small, quirky venues, which I really missed when I came back to Australia, but I'm slowly finding them as I travel up and down the coast. So.
And how has it been coming back from being in, like you said, Austin, Texas, which is just flooded by such talent, and not the talent that's there, but also the talent that comes through?
Yep.
How have you kind of adjusted to the laid-back Australian lifestyle and the smaller, slower music industry here?
Well, I didn't adjust straight away. But that being said, it's been really beautiful discovering the scene here, because I've really only kickstarted my own solo career off full time in the last 2 years. So I'm really discovering it and myself in Australia. And the festival scene has been a huge part of that. It's a beautiful scene. I've loved meeting so many different artists from overseas and Australians, and you know, meeting up along the road somewhere else, and yeah, it's good.
Running into them when you're sitting in the main street of Sydney.
Yes, yep. That was a good
We heard a
surprise.
story before that it is a small world. Now, I also want to point out the fact that you're doing it quite old school, because you know we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got Twitter. You don't have to travel to reach your fans, but you in fact have been traveling for, like, as you said, the last 2 years. You and your car, and thankfully the brakes have joined you on this trip again. So why have you actually taken this, you know, it's very old school approach of touring these small towns and just playing to everyone and anyone?
Well, I suppose for the last 2 years, I did spend some time based in the Blue Mountains, but the last 4 months it's been 100% up and down the coast. I think the biggest part is moving back to Australia and not really growing up in Australia, because I spent from 15 to 22 overseas. I felt like there was so much of this country that I didn't really know, and I wanted to see every little town before I figured out where I wanted to live. And a lot of it, it's for playing music, but it's also for my own searching of where do I want to live in this country. There's so many options. So.
Yeah, wow. Well, it's great that we've got you here in Sydney for today, so you could be on the balcony. It was an absolute pleasure. And I mean, Laura's gigging everywhere and anywhere, so make sure you do check out the website. That is Laura Zarb, album here, Pink Plastic Spoon. Now I'm not going to look at those spoons the same way ever again. You've ruined the ice cream parlour for me.
I'm sorry.
Do not take your kids to get ice cream with this girl, that's
Never.
for sure. You've been watching Balcony TV Sydney. Cool. Sorry, I have to do the stare out.
BRAKIN TV.